Benny, Alex, and Abby.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, we had our meeting about the games coming out this week, and I saw the title RemiLore, Lost Girl in the Lands of Lore, and I said, Vinny, I gotta have it.
So the lore is so nice, they named it twice.
Yes. It sounds like a Kingdom Hearts game, so put me in. And so I've played a bit of this game.
Dan Reichert, investigator, go check it out. What have you found?
It is a roguelite game.
Okay.
Self-described.
That is the actual real reason I was interested in taking a look at this, because I do like roguelite games, and I wanted to take a look at this, and there's some stuff that I like in it.
Okay.
I would say this part is not it, and I'm not saying that in the Dan doesn't like stories and video games thing. I'm saying it in that this all seems like absolute legit nonsense, and some of it actually seems procedurally or like randomly generated, like text and stuff like that. And I did read other reviews and stuff that did say that that's the case. So this is probably set in stone, but they will just chatter throughout the levels, and it just seems like, oh, they replaced the word strawberry with meat in this one. It's weird. There's a lot of talk about food and desserts. That's kind of your whole
I did notice a
currency.
loading bar that was all sweets.
I mean, that book has a mouth, so what else are you going to talk about?
Yes.
Look at you with a broom.
I got a broom. You start with a broom here. So this is the very beginning of a run.
Okay.
All right, let's go on the run.
So this game is $40, available
on everything.
Switch, Xbox One, PS4, PC.
Yes. So you can see I started here with, I got 892 sweets, and that is from my last run. So that stuff carries over. You always start with this broom, but like a lot of these games, you unlock weapons that can show up. So I have unlocked the Blue Bane, or this sword, or a cricket bat, tennis racket. There's some wacky ones here. Ice hockey sticks.
What is that?
That's a soup.
That's a big
pan,
soup
ladle. I don't know. I got a spatula. Again, a lot
I
of
feel
food
like that's
stuff.
the thing you see at those shrines, with where you get the water.
Yeah, I hear what
You know
you're saying.
about?
Yeah,
You get it.
That's some Cactus Jack bat.
Yeah. Old clunky.
I got scissors.
That's a bad. The mechanics of that scissor seem wrong. I feel like you're not gonna get good leverage on the.
It's a little too much blade, not enough handle.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Like you're just the leverage on it is not gonna work out. Anyway, you might find these.
Those are like the big cartoon scissors the nihilists are holding in Big Lebowski in the dream sequence.
100%. Flea. Yeah, that's borrowed from Flea. So each one of these types of weapons has different like combos you can do. It's a lot of like the Dynasty Warriors. Hit this for a while.
Hit
and
a bunch of buttons, then hit one more.
Yes. So I have unlocked one-handed weapons and hammers at this point as the ones that can possibly show up. You also get upgrades here, which I'll go into that once I get some more sweets.
All right, get in there.
Go hit some shit.
I got my attacks here.
Don't get too sweet.
So each weapon has a like magical ability tied to it, which is typically done by your book. So right now, you can see by my face up there, I've got that like asteroid-looking thing.
Yeah.
So once I get in here, you also have a dash. I got a stamina bar that refills pretty quick. So if I hit this... Oh, okay, so that's not an asteroid. That is those shots. Those blue shots are coming from my book.
Oh, okay, so they're shooting a random bullets at those things.
Yes, and you will get these areas, these rooms you have to clear, and you will get... Oh, that was asked backwards. That's pretty funny. Yes, so you will get graded at the end of each one. You get a lot of sweets. I will say this is a pretty easy one of these roguelike type games.
So far, or I mean, I'm sure you haven't beaten it yet, right?
I read some stuff that says you can beat this in like a couple hours.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and I did not run into a lot of stuff that was harming me. Really,
I'm assuming the level layout changes each run.
Yes, that stuff does change from time to time. So you see the blue bar there? That's my MP bar, and that determines how often I can use this attack here. The one which is right now those shots that the book is shooting out. And so now you see you get sweets pretty quickly. So I'm getting up to about 5,000 here pretty quick. And it takes a while for them to come to you. So
yeah, it seems like they're taking their sweet time.
Nice.
Good work.
Nice.
But they will make it all to you, or do you have to? Oh, you do have to run over some. Okay.
Yeah, you have to kind of get close to them.
All right, yeah, that book's real chatty.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of that going on.
Verbosity up.
Sometimes I get the full S, and it's really satisfying.
What?
On the ranking. Yeah, the full ASS. It's
Yeah.
the funny combination.
8 years old.
So if you go in here, I've got 6,000. So right now I've got one-handed swords pretty far up. So like the ones that are dropping for me are ranked higher. Let's look at some other stuff. These are for the individual spells. So like let's say this is the Spiral Onslaught that I have right now. So I can upgrade that. And this stuff is persistent. You can see that like I increased my rage all the way. So if I switch to a weapon that has rage now, that will be all fine.
And do you keep that persistently?
Yes. It seems like pretty much all this stuff is persistent. So it seems like you will improve quickly.
Roguelite.
Yes, very light it seems.
So let me ask a somewhat pointed question here.
Yes.
If this isn't a particularly challenging game and it's relatively easy well before you have upgraded everything to get to the end and beat it.
Yes.
What exactly is the purpose in continually replaying it as you are meant to do with this genre?
I mean, there is a certain satisfaction in even if it's easy, it's like, well, I am significantly stronger now, or I'm getting better weapons frequently. Because on your first run, you're going to just have jack shit. Wow, actually, I talked about this being super easy, and now this thing's kind of fucking me up. Yeah, watch me die pretty quick here. There are health potions and stuff that will drop. There are MP potions. Man, yeah, what the fuck? All right. I think I was not taking that mid-boss very seriously.
I noticed that.
Yes.
You seem to not really be dodging at all.
Yeah, not in the least bit. This thing is usually your best way of dodging.
Hitting it with a broom.
Yes.
You haven't gotten another weapon yet?
No, I haven't. That would help a lot.
There's another crate over there.
Oh, so when you beat mid-bosses, these things happen, these kind of question mark scrolls, and sometimes these will be bad. But, I got feedback.
So
Okay.
that's exactly what you needed.
That was the best possible thing.
Sometimes you get what you need.
Yes. That is not... There are some things that are just kind of floating bullshit that you can't do anything with, and some things you can interact with. So it takes a little bit
That's a little confusing.
Yeah, a little bit of figuring out what's what. But there is a bit of satisfaction in just as you get new weapons and stuff. Like at the end of a big level or something, based on your rating, you could get 3 or 4 different treasure chests, and you got to decide, like, oh, do I want this tennis racket that has this power? Or, oh, I've unlocked this new scissor thing. I want to try this out. There's a little bit of variety for sure.
So you have completed a run?
I have not.
Okay. What gets you in the end usually?
I don't remember. I think it was like I got to like Act 2, and I wanted to see like what was persistent, and so I tanked it. I'm sure, like I almost died there. I'm sure death is certainly a possibility in this game, but it did not seem. This is certainly not a Dead Cells or a Rogue Legacy or anything like that is going to punish you right out of the gate.
What you have to clear all the enemies on a stage before moving on?
That's correct. Yes, you got to get the full ass. All right. I need to at least get another weapon here.
A lot of sweets.
Yeah, you get a lot.
The book eats the sweet.
Yes, he loves it. He'll talk about it a lot.
I want to see you get a different weapon.
I do too. I want to try out some new magical abilities too, because there's a little bit of variety in that. I really like the rage one, which greatly increases your attack power. It's got an MP, which I don't need at all. These arrows will point to whoever is left in the area if you are lost. Everything seems to recharge pretty quickly, like the stamina thing. Like if I do 3 dashes, like that's going to be back in no time.
Do you get other boosts for upgrades for stamina recharge?
There are upgrades for like max MP and stuff like that. I don't think I've seen a lot of stamina stuff. I can't say for sure that there's not anything like that.
Sure.
MP seems to recharge just kind of as you're fighting. Okay, so here. I'm going to get something.
Get something.
All right. He's a talking book.
I'm trying to follow this.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I'm trying to.
He's talking about cats and popsicles or something.
Hey, that's.
Yeah. You ever play Kickle Cubicle?
What?
The Grand Grimoire.
No one knows Kickle Cubicle. It's an NES classic. It's a great game. It's about sweets and vegetables. Okay, we don't need to hear this.
Vinny wanted to hear it.
Vinny
is
hammer.
enraptured with this lore.
That's a big hammer.
So you can see here, I'm going to have the same kind of spiral thing shot, but I'll switch to a hammer. The damage isn't that much better.
But you gotta get some boosts.
Yeah, mana cost decrease, critical. I mean, sure,
it's a new weapon.
And it's all the big hammer. Are you tiny?
Oh, this is a hammer. No, I think these things are big.
Okay.
Oh boy, this is
it does seem like you're like it's got like a sewing needle.
Yeah.
But the same time, like the bookshelves are like normal size.
Yeah, but that's how they are in the little mice house.
Yeah, like the littles have just little bookshelves.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids situation.
No, you started
She's not
off
running around with a
small.
ball peen hammer here.
No. Oh boy, that's
No,
a
it's a
slow
claw hammer.
Oh, I don't like this, but
Doing
I'm
some
trying
damage,
because
though.
it's new. Ugh. So it's a lot of this kind of clearing house stuff to get maximize your donuts and shit.
There's our quote of the quick look right there.
That's why I clear my house, really.
Yeah.
Got to maximize the donuts and shit.
Exactly.
Damn, I want a donut.
Yeah.
There are kind of themes for the different acts. I think there are like 4 different acts. This one is kind of like Sky World. The next one is kind of an ocean.
I like this hammer.
It's so slow.
Yeah, but it's doing good hits.
Yeah,
it does major damage. I bet if I got the rage power up, this thing would be kind
that
of
guy
a
was
beast.
flying.
Yeah,
and pancakes fell out of him.
Yeah.
That's what I tell my kids when people start opening wounds.
Yeah.
That's syrup. That's just syrup comes out of that man's head.
You're making a tree bleed.
Oh, SBC, that's not close to ass. All right, let's hammer this. I will try to get to a boss at least so we can see that. The boss I thought was extremely easy. Like, I have found most mid-bosses to be harder than the main boss, I thought. So
points.
This is where you find out how many treasure chests you get. I've never gotten less than 3. I got 4 once. You got to kind of like S-rank a lot of stuff. So now let's see what we get. I usually pop these all and compare them. I also pick them all up once hammer. Just to make sure that they are like unlocked.
Oh, I see, right. To make sure.
Yeah, and they give you these dummies too in case you want to like see what the damage is like.
That's a good move.
Seems like that one-handed sword might be the best.
The candy cane thingy?
Okay, this tennis racket. Okay, so far that'll be good against the boss. Is this sword, this hockey stick?
Yeah, it looks like this.
No, this tennis racket
might be your best bet.
Yeah, this is the thing. Ooh, yeah, that's good.
Are you a fan of kind of quick hit weapons?
I am. I usually go with like one-handed stuff. Oh yeah, so you can buy like a health thing here or another weapon. You can see I got a new power thing there. I got the slow time. So let's see what kind of upgrade situation we have going on with that. Nope. Need to go to spells. Slow. I've not upgraded much. I need to get to 12,500. Slow is pretty handy. Freeze is kind of handy. It's like area of effect stuff that will slow everything down around you.
You walked right into the fire.
Yep. So this will bring me to the next area. I think it is 3, so it'll be like 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, and then boss. And it seems like 2 kind of follows the same.
I didn't follow any of that, so okay.
Well, you know, like 4 acts, 3 chapters per act, and then a boss fight.
Okay, see that I understood.
Yeah. Vinny, I'll go through this so you can read it.
He's lying. To that portal.
All right.
Does this follow the lore games, the other RemiLore games?
You know, I have some issues with the accuracy and the way they treat it, and they didn't really bring in a lot of the fanfic stuff that I was hoping for. But you know, it's pretty faithful.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't fucking know.
Legitimately, is this actually a thing that existed before this? I have no idea.
No fucking idea.
Okay.
I've never heard of it before this.
The RemiLore series?
I mean, I don't know. Tell me.
This is like the 5th one, isn't it?
Sounds like Vinny's voice when he's fucking with you.
Vinny, quit fronting.
Yeah.
Let's see. My research says RemiLore, Lost Girl in the Lands of...
It does have a subtitle, which sometimes indicates that it is a follow-up.
I don't know, man. Sometimes they just throw subtitles on anything.
That is true.
They do.
Maybe you have to see how many times lore is in the title to see which number it is. Like, there are 2 lores. This is the second one.
Right. That makes sense. I'm trying to think if there's any other... Like, there is a co-op mode. And I've heard that there are some unlockable, like, Nightmare Mode, hard difficulty stuff or whatever. So it doesn't seem like it's a beat it in 2 hours and there's nothing left to do type thing.
That was my original question, was like, I was just curious like what the progression was that would like sort of keep you coming back if, say, you beat it like relatively early on.
Yeah, it seems like they have put some stuff in there, but again, I'll say that the base level like combat and everything is pretty bare bones. I know that there are those different weapons and stuff I've not unlocked, and they will have different commands and stuff you can do and different attacks, but overall, like, just the enemy variety and attack patterns is pretty standard, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
So, I play a lot of these games. This one's all right. I would not put this in the, like, hey, you got to play this category by any means. But if you're looking for something, it runs fine on the Switch. We're playing the Switch one here. You know, games like this, I like playing Dead Cells on the Switch. And, I think if you're into this type of thing...
Just a rousing endorsement.
Yeah. Look, there are other games if you want a roguelite on the Switch, but if you just can't get enough of the genre.
You like clearing house and donuts and shit.
Maybe, I mean, yeah. I like pancakes and
if
stuff.
You like tennis rackets and fucking pancakes.
Yeah. It's
who doesn't?
Yeah.
$40?
It is $40 on every platform you've ever heard of. So,
all right.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.